Hello, internet friends and family. Today is Thursday, October 3rd, 2013, and my morning started off with kind of a crash this morning. I was all ready for work. I went out into the garage, hit the garage door button, and this loud crash noise happened. So what happened is the rail that goes across the top of the garage to the actual door opener unit, where it's bracketed up on the top right at the garage door, it just like literally ripped down from that rail. So that's where the emergency pull rope is. So usually, if the power goes out, you can pull it up and across. There was no pull in it because the pole was off the rail. So I'm like, okay, can't raise my door, can't get my car out of the garage, what am I going to do? So I went out in front. The kids are out of school this week, so the one morning when I'm out there that nobody else is leaving for work, it was just dead quiet, the street was. So I kind of waited. My one neighbor had already left for work, so I waited. Another neighbor came out of his house, and I'm like, excuse me, hi, I'm your neighbor, can you come and help me try and lift my garage door? It's like, well, I'm really in a hurry, I've got a meeting, I've only got 3 minutes. I'm like, well, that would be great, thank you. So he came over, and between the two of us, we got the door lifted up. I hurried him back to my car out, and then so it was up, and so then we're like, let's try and close it, but then it kind of fell off the track at the top where it was pulled up. So needless to say, this is how I left my garage door when I left for work this morning. Insert photo here. That's a weird feeling to leave stuff inside your garage. I did put a few things inside the house, but I just felt so vulnerable driving away with leaving my garage door open. Now, granted, there's a lot of people on the street. There's a policeman who lives right across the street from me, but there's a lot of kids who play, and I just didn't want anybody, I don't want anybody in the garage or near it in case the door does fall. Goodness gracious. So anyway, I called the property management company, and they're having somebody come out between 12 and 3 to look at it, hopefully fix it. The other thing, in the midst of all this, after I'd gotten everything kind of taken care of, and I go heading back out through the garage, as I closed the garage door to go to my car, I realized, oh crap, I locked my keys in the house. But because I planned ahead when I first moved into this house, I had hid a key out in the garage just in case that ever happened, that I went outside the door and locked my keys in the house. I had a spare key, got back in the house, got my car keys, but I did put that key, the spare key, back in the house because I didn't want to leave it outside in the garage since I wasn't going to be home and it's going to be open. Really crazy start for the morning, so I was just all off kilter by the time I got to work, and actually I only ended up being 15 minutes late, but it was kind of crazy, and my boss is super understanding, so thank goodness for that. But it's really weird. Have you ever been trapped in your garage because you can't get your door open, your garage door open? Super weird feeling. So anyway, that's my excitement. If there's more to film later, I will insert it here. Hello, internet. I'm home now, and it's been an eventful afternoon. But first of all, here's a picture of my garage door. I came home, and it's all fixed. Oh, Pumpkin's photobombing. Now Boobs wants to get into the act too. Hi, Boobs. So I came home, the door was all fixed. I called the property manager, and she's like, yep, they came out. Apparently the spring across the top of it had popped, which had taken out the manual mechanism, which is why we couldn't open it by hand. Yeah, so she said, kind of crazy, but they came out, they fixed it, got it all back in the truck. It works perfect now. Yay! So the other big news is this afternoon we started getting some text messages at work, which is at the University of Arizona, saying that there was a possible suspect with a rifle in one of the parking garages. insert a couple of pictures of the first two texts. And I can't remember how long it was, but within an hour, I think it was, we got another couple of text messages and they said all clear. They couldn't find the suspect, although they had a pretty good description of ethnicity, height, what the person was wearing. But then they said later on they issued a press release saying that they figured that the individual had left the area. And the parking garage was on the other side of campus from where I was, but I'm like, okay guys, here's my map, where are we in relation to this? But everyone's phones were blowing up with all the alerts coming out, so the alert system does work. It was just it was just such a crazy, crazy day today. I'm glad to be home. I'm glad to have my garage door down. I cannot tell you what a crazy feeling that was, driving off today and just leaving it open, albeit it wasn't going to close, but just feeling that vulnerability. So I'm glad it's closed tonight. I can sleep good. Crazy, crazy day. Hopefully the person with the rifle will not come back to campus, because University of Arizona had a shooting back in the early 80s at the College of Nursing. Someone went in and shot and killed a couple of people, so we don't need any more here. And then with the incident in Washington, D.C., crazy. Okay, I'm rambling. I'm going to say goodbye and end this. So have a great night, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.